Hello everyone, my name is Clentus and welcome to the clan. Oh, I haven't said that in a long time, and welcome everybody. And if you're new on this channel, welcome, and you are warmly welcome. And I'll say it again, you are welcome. But guys, in case you had forgotten, let me remind you one more time. It looks like the last time I kind of like stopped or I took a break from content creation, the channel also took a break from growing. So the reason why it stopped growing, I hope now you guys can see the evidence that if you are not clicking the like button, that means if there's no video for you to click the like button, the channel stops growing. Now you can see the evidence as to why we keep asking y'all to click the like button. So smash the like button for me so that this video can be sent far and wide and go fetch out some more clan members. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this video because now we are back. We are back and the grind continues together with the Senzo Meyiwa murder retrial that is happening at the Pretoria High Court. Actually, the North Gauteng High Court. Yes, it's also the Pretoria High Court. But yeah, tomorrow, which is the 2nd of October. Yeah, the 2nd of October 2014. 2023 is resuming at the North Gauteng High Court, and we are going to be right there to hear it all because 2 weeks or 18 days to be precise is a long time for the defense to have not gone and studied the content of the photos that were downloaded by the state from their client's cell phone. So without further ado, once again, I first want to make some disclaimers. The first disclaimer that I want to make, guys, just to remind some of you whom may be new on this channel, that this channel, it's not for professionalism. Secondly, we are not judges, we are not lawyers, we are not experts. We are just people called the clan with 2 IQs that now and again we rub together and then sparks opinions, critical thinking, because we are critical thinkers by nature. So you cannot come here and say, well, how do you know this? Oh, what makes you think this? No, we know that. You don't have to ask that. So we are already giving it to you that we're no experts. But I can tell you one thing about us. We think, we use our noggin in order for us to make sense of things, and we do not wait as well. So don't come and say, why don't we guys wait until this case concludes? Okay, after waiting and the case is concluded, what are you going to say to us? Because the next thing you're going to tell us is, guys, it has passed now, let's move on. No, we do things as they happen in real time, and we use our noggins as things happen in real time as well. So I hope you understand that, and don't come into the comment section and say, but you guys, yes, we know, thank you, sit down. You can sit down now. Or listen, if you don't want to listen, hey, keep scrolling. There are 500 million YouTube channels on YouTube. The option is yours. I mean, the YouTube world is your oyster. Let me put it that way. So do not come and tell us to stop doing something. We're adults. You're not going to tell adults to stop to do something that they think it is the right thing to do by holding the people that were with Senzo Meyiwa on the 26th of October 2014 accountable for the death of their friends, so they say. And so you and I already know. Now, you and I already suspect. Because, okay, we speculate here. That's another thing I want to use here. We also use words such as allegation, allegedly. We use words such as in my opinion. All those words, basically, they just mean the same thing, that we are not experts. We are not lawyers and we are not judges. We are just members of the clan with noggins. Unfortunately, our noggins do bother us now and again, and sometimes we have to rub them together and then they make sense. That's why you see the videos that you see. The second disclaimer, today is Sunday, and I don't know what made me think that tomorrow is the 1st of October. And I kept seeing people saying Monday, we'll see you on Monday the 2nd of October. And I'm thinking, no, Monday is the 1st of October. I completely forgot that September finishes on the 30th, people. That today, being Sunday, is the 1st of October. So yeah, anyways, we resume tomorrow, guys, and let me just do a small recap as to what had happened that led us to adjourn and come back on the 2nd of October. The first thing that had happened was the defense. This is accused number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 defense attorneys, lawyers, asked the court or sought permission from the court to have some time to go study the photos that were downloaded by the state from their clients' cell phones. Now that the state had photos that they had abstracted from their client's cell phone, they also wanted the same content. In fact, they wanted everything, including the cell phones. So, of course, there had already been about 2 postponement of this trial because of the current witness, which is Mr. Zungu, whom the clan has declared as discredited. He is not credible witness on the stand, and this is just the clan. I don't know about other critical thinkers out there, what they're thinking, but the clan thinks that this witness that is on the stand, Mr. Zungu, is not credible. He is a liar. I've seen so many terminologies being thrown at him that he's a liar. And there are also some developments that are happening outside of the trial where family members of the accused and other people that know Zungu, that he is premeditating or preempting what was to happen in his own testimony in court, which is kind of very interesting if you ask me. That is why I keep saying, guys, that the state does not have a case. This case ought to have been shut down months, okay, maybe not months, maybe weeks ago. Let's see how many weeks ago. Let's say 6 weeks ago. This case should have been shut down because the state does not have a case. And this particular witness on the stand, he is questionable. And I mean, not just his testimony, himself, his person, questionable human being. Even more questionable with the fact that he is a police officer or a police officer who hangs out in Nkabi. People, come on. Where is the credibility in anything that he says on the stand? And I see the state's strategy every time when this witness is being asked hardcore questions about him hanging out with thugs, then suddenly the state stands up and invokes Section 35 of the Constitution, where it says he has the right to remain silent so that he does not implicate himself, which is a clever strategy, by the way, but it tells a lot. Because this police officer was with people possibly that have killed Senzo Meyiwa, in his own words, killed Senzo Meyiwa because he heard them say that. And they're carrying guns. As a police officer, you are always on duty. Now, why didn't you call the police of that jurisdiction, Fosloras, and say, I am in the presence of people carrying guns, and I do not think that these guns have licenses. But no, he does not do that. He does not do that. So that's the point that I'm trying to make about this witness. He is not credible. That's the point I'm making here. Not credible, and I don't understand why we would be carrying on with this witness tomorrow on the 2nd of October, because the guy's a mess and he should be investigated. I hope he's actually being investigated. And this is a police officer, a constable, let me remind you, for the past 11 years. Makes you wonder, why is he not promotable? What other charges or misdemeanors and disciplinary things that he has committed over the years that has made him unpromotable? So all those things are things that are in my head and rubbing my two IQs together, and I'm sparking not a very pleasant answers about this particular witness. But anyways, let's continue. So as I was saying that the court adjourned because the defense had sought permission to go and study these photos. I am hoping that these photos are going to be telling a very interesting story regarding what had happened on the 26th of October 2014. And I'm hoping that also forensically some of these photos will be able to tell a story about a particular picture that was taken far away from Fosloras on the 26th of October 2014, which of course is going to crumble down this case. Again, guys, none of us are in support of the accused. It's been established that they're scumbags of the earth. One is serving 6 life sentences, the other one of 4 or something life sentences. One is a person who has never been arrested in his life, doesn't have any pending cases against him or ever been convicted before, but he is one of the accused, and that is accused number 2. All the other ones are known to be scumbags of the earth, and therefore none of us are in support of them. We are in support of justice. Justice for Senzo Meyiwa. And you and I already said this many times before, that we believe that the people with the answers as to who killed Senzo Meyiwa on the 26th of October 2014 are the people that were with Senzo Meyiwa on the 26th of October 2014, that particular fateful night. There is no other person that was there. There were never intruders that were there. There was 4 hours lapse before they called the police after Senzo Meyiwa was dead. They lied that he died on the way to the hospital when he had already died 4 hours ago. And we also know that the crime scene was tampered with, was not secured. We also suspect, possibly, we suspect that the bullet head that was found by Thobeka, is it Thobeka? Because the reason I'm calling it Thobeka is because the yin yang surname thing is screwing with me. That was found by Thobeka, yet the first responders, when they looked on top of that cupboard, they did not see a bullet head. So where did it come from? And then Musia, who left the crime scene of Senzo Meyiwa's murder, he went to respond to 2 other crime scenes that took place during the course of the night, which turned out to be a lie. Why are we still having this trial going on? I'll tell you why. Because the current judge that is sitting and presiding over this case, he is now presiding over an unfair trial to the accused. That's the justice that we are fighting, not for the accused. When the judge becomes biased, the judge needs to be called out. The judge needs to recuse himself or be removed from this case altogether. So that is where we're at right now. And so tomorrow, the 2nd of October, we are going to resume at the North Gauteng High Court, and then we're going to hear from the defense what they found. Secondly, the other thing that the judge also ordered the defense to do is to come with the ballistic expert tomorrow, so that Mangena will be recalled, and then he stood down. What is when you return on the stand? Well, he will return on the stand, and then he will continue with his testimony, which is either going to be agreed to or is going to be disputed by the independent ballistic expert. I think it's Van der Merwe. It's not Van der Merwe. De Klerk. It's somebody declared that is going to come there. Apparently, if he is unavailable, they're going to get somebody else that is going to replace him. And this is when the ballistic part of the trial is going to proceed. And I am telling you right now, it's not make sure with Mangena's testimony, because that bullet head is not make sure either. It's of a gun that is already convicted. Accused number 3 is convicted for that gun. But anyways, they're trying to take that bullet head and link it with the death of Senzo Meyiwa. And yet 2 eyewitnesses said the gun that killed Senzo Meyiwa had a wheel, meaning a revolver. I didn't know that revolvers do not emit bullet shells. But anyways, they say it's a revolver, which kind of like makes sense why there was no bullet shells that were found by the first responders as well as all the others until Thobeka found a bullet head on top of the kitchen cupboard or something like that. But anyways, guys, that is what we are going to be hearing tomorrow about the photos. What is in the photos? And I'm telling you, something big is going to dispute everything that Zungu has said. And I hope somewhere, somehow, that all the other developing stories around the trial, outside of the trial, somewhere, somehow, they will be able to incorporate, which I think is going to be a little bit impossible, because during discoveries or... But again, this is a trial. In a trial, you can bring new evidence, right? Right? Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. That is my interest regarding this trial going forward. Hearing about what was in those photos and what was also in the cell phones of the accused. Because I think it's going to dispute everything that Zungu has said. Everything. His credibility will be shot to, I almost said that other word. It will be short. Let's just put it that way. And anyways, guys, I think I would leave this video right here. And then, of course, we're going to be resuming tomorrow. And I'm going to be giving you maybe the first half of the testimony tomorrow. And then, get things kick-started. And then from there, we'll see the crux of the matter of tomorrow's resumption of the trial. Anyways, guys, what is my outro again? Anyways, guys, that is it with this video. If you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell notification after you have subscribed so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for everybody. Thank you so much to everybody that is super thanking this channel. Your support of this channel financially is greatly appreciated. It's also seen because this past month you guys went all out with your super thanks. Thank you. Same goes when I go live with the super chats and the super stickers. Thank you all. You guys are the bomb. That is why I was able to buy this t-shirt. Let me tell you a story before I go. So here I am looking for the Rugby World Cup jersey for South Africa. And all the jerseys that I've been seeing during the course of the month were around 250 Rand, 300 Rand. Some would be like at most 400 Rand. And there I was about last Saturday looking for a rugby jersey to support the boys as they're busy whacking some of these nations. And then I went to Sports Scene. I went to all the sports shops, sold out. All of them sold out. And then this other guy's like, maybe you should try, this is now Eastgate. Like, maybe you should try the Nike store. So I go to the Nike store with my fingers crossed. I'm like, please, 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 please. It's not registering in my head that this is a Nike store. Have that in mind. And then I get to the store and then indeed I see this jersey. I get so excited. I'm like, oh my goodness, yes, it is, yes, it is, it is. And then I was like, hey, can I fit in 2 of these jerseys because I'm not quite sure which size is going to fit me. So indeed, I take the 2 extra large and a large, and then I go and I fit them. I come back and I'm like, okay, I like this one. And then I go to pay. So they do their thing, and then they ask me cash or card. I'm like, card. And then I tap the card and tell me why I see 1,000 Rand written on the screen. I'm like, 1,000 Rand for this? But of course, it already clicked. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, never mind. I'll take it anyways because I've already paid 1,000 Rand this t-shirt. All because of you guys. Thank you so much for your support. You have absolutely no idea what this means to me. Now I can support the boys with an authentic rugby t-shirt. Yeah, authentic. Because I've seen the ones that y'all are wearing 250 Rand. I'm kidding. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.